Yay. It's
Yes.
changed for
Flexibility
this
into
week.
business.
I know. Thank you, ladies. No, I am so busy work and your family, and thank you for you're very very flexible with my time. I really appreciate you, Trek and Wendy. Thank you so much.
This
So
is
yes,
why
Yeah.
this is why it works because we're done over 90 episodes already.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Can do it
Thank
anytime.
you. This
Yes.
is a good one for our business. Anyway, so can you imagine it's episode 94 today? So
Wow.
we're doing really well, ladies. And so today we'll share you a great topic that I'm sure everyone can relate to this, especially if you want to start your own business in the future. So yeah, so what I was were sharing with you the personal traits that we need, what you need when you start a business. In reality, or let's be honest, starting a business is not just about having a product or services, right?
Yes.
It's about who you are becoming in the process.
Yes.
And whether you're
Mm-hmm.
an immigrant, if building a business from the scratch, or juggling parents, doing school runs, or simply someone ready to take the leap, these traits will guide you to grow, to fuel your great, and you make your vision alive. So as simple as that. So we normally say that people might think when we start a business we just only need investment and capital, but you know what, there is a very important than that is our
Mm-hmm.
personal traits. So
Yeah.
today we will share you what are those 6 traits that we are no, we're practicing, we are learning, and hope you guys can learn from us today as well. So I have my slide here to share to everyone. So these are the
Mhm.
6 personal traits you need or we need when starting a business. So let me start first with number 1 is resilience. So again, we all know that resilience is not like not giving up whatever storm come along your way, whatever trials, whatever setbacks. When things get tough, just keep going. Because starting a business is not always go as we plan. There's always like hurdles. There
Mm-hmm.
are quiet days, there are bad days, there are disappointments, and sometimes we will just say, oh, we question ourselves, is this the right one for me? Or this is a perfect fit for me. But if you have that trace that no, this is it, I just keep going. I know this is the right one for me. I just keep going. So that resilience, that kind of traits help us stand back, to bounce back, to learn from it and keep going. When I say learn from it is business, we made mistakes, sometimes we fail, sometimes, and there's lots of like naysayers, for example, like there's always like people whispering us, and there are lots of distractions. So make sure you learn from that. Yeah, it's okay to make a mistakes. It's okay to when you think actually you don't fail, you only fail if you stop, right? use
Mm-hmm.
that use that setbacks as your stepping stone to keep going. Use that as your motivation to keep going, push even more harder to
Yeah.
achieve your dream. So that's kind of traits that we want, especially like the best example is babies. Babies don't just go and born and then run and walk and run straight away. They need to step like a baby step. They will get hurt, they get bruised, lots of like pains maybe, but they don't stop, right? So those energy like a baby, that as a business owners we need to have, like just keep going. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to get hurt, to be discouraged. But that's part of your journey. At the end of the day, it's you that matters. Just keep going. So that's how I can explain the number 1 trait. So how about you, Wendy? What can you say about number 2?
Yeah, definitely. Well, discipline is definitely a very important trait. And I personally, I'm guilty of being not being not being disciplined enough, really. Like, sometimes when you come across a bad day, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed or whatever happens, right? Your motivation just fades and you'll be like, I don't feel like doing anything. But that's where you really need to kick in the discipline, because discipline builds routines and it keeps you consistent. And that's what we need. We don't have to be perfect the first day or the second time we try. But if we are consistent, 1% improvement every day, we will eventually get there. We drive progress, right? Especially when we are juggling work, the family, and we always say, "Oh, life happens," right? There's always something crop up. There's
Mhm.
nothing goes as planned most of the time. So if you're disciplined to do the work, to follow the steps and the training, and just continuing doing what you need to do, and then you will get there. So discipline yourself. That's what I need. Remind me.
Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, we all need a discipline to ourselves because there's lots of distraction, right? Especially working in social media, we'll get distracted. But yeah, that's another trait that we need to practice. That we need to do it every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and the next one is adaptability. Like when I first started this digital business, things didn't always go as I planned. Some days were slow, some tools changed, and
Mm.
even social media trends kept on shifting. But one thing I realized, being flexible and open to learning is the key. If something isn't working, don't just quit. Just
Mm.
adjust and keep going. That's how we grow.
Yeah, I really like that, Reka, that open yourself for learning, right? Because we learn every day, like especially, like you mentioned social media, because our business is everywhere in social media. There's lots of like trends. Like, before we start our live earlier, Wendy shared us this, there's a new app, new
Yeah.
tools that she found,
Yeah,
it's like revolving. So we need to be adaptable because if you refuse to adapt those changes,
Yeah.
especially in technology, you will be left out.
Yep.
yeah,
Thinking we got lots of competitors. It's a global business, lots of businesses around there. But if you still be, in your comfort zone, staying the same tools that you're using 10 years ago, you will be surely left out. So you need to be
That's right.
adaptable. Yeah. And another thing that you need to have as a business owner. Okay, the fourth one is confidence. So we need to be confident to ourselves. So that means believing in yourself even before anyone else does, right? It's quite
That's
hard
right.
sometimes if you don't have that, but people can sense, people can tell that if you're not confident. When we start a business, people won't always see our vision right away. That's why you have to be your own biggest believer, your own cheerleader. And like for example, like we always talk to people because this is how the business is. We love to share this with people. Can you imagine if one day someone will ask you about the business and you don't even know how to respond them, you don't even know what to tell them? So that person, can you imagine if that's you? So if someone, she cannot give you the perfect answer, the right answer, then you start doubting. So being confident to what you're doing. That's why in our business our training is world class, and you need to learn step by steps to make you confidence in sharing your business worldwide. That's what we are doing. So you know confidence, sorry, what helps you speak up about our business. We share ideas and know our words. So if you don't trust yourself, then of course it's hard to expect to others to trust what you offer. So that's the end point there. So be
yeah, definitely. Be confident. But the thing is, everybody, we won't know 100% of everything, right?
Mhm.
So if we say we don't know, and then that means we can't be confident, then that's wrong, because we can be resourceful. That's point number five. We won't get everything figured out from the start. Like starting a new digital business, we know nothing about it, no experience, and no idea what it's even about. But once you decide that to get started, you won't have to know everything. As long as you're open to learning, you can find all the resources that you need,
True.
from the training, from the people and our community. Like these ladies over here, like
Oh my
Reka is great with scheduling posts ahead of time, doing bulk content, and then Rika is all about the family type. And so we have so many different resources to go to. As long as we ask for help, help will be received, and we
God.
can as long as you reach out. So especially nowadays, we have the technology, not just Google now, we have ChatGPT, which can tell us
Mm.
all the answer, right? And then all the different tools, like the different apps. So as long as we are open to learning, we will get the information we need, and then that will make us more confident in a way as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have so many resources in our community. It's just crazy, Anything you need help with, somebody is always an expert there to help you.
Too
You
many.
and Mindy, ChatGPT is like my personal assistant these days.
your
it,
boyfriend.
it's
I
my
know. It
extra
just
hands.
make our life easier. Yeah. Grateful for this technology,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The next one is vision. One thing that's helped me stay strong in this business was to have a clear vision. I knew why I started this business, for more family time, more travel, helping people, and securing my golden years. And that why, kept me going even on tough days. When your goals are clear, every small step feels like it's worth it. Your vision becomes your guide. I like to have a vision board, and I make copies of it and have it on my phone. I have it in my car, everywhere, so it just keeps me motivated even on tough days. So having a clear vision is very useful.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
agree.
very good. That's very, very strong, Reka. Vision is keeps us going, right? It's like
Mhm.
it's just it always remind us why I
Why are
am
you
here,
doing
why I am doing this business. Yes,
it?
yeah, like me, I'm doing this business because I want to secure my future, my son's future.
Mhm.
I want to have like time freedom, financial freedom. That's keep us going, and of course, we love to share this to others. Like me, I am a busy working mom, so I know the pain. Like,
Yeah.
before I miss my son's dentist appointment, sports day, or even like a school trip because I can take a day off from work. So I feel the pain of those busy working moms. So that's parents mean. So that's one of my vision to share these blessings to everyone,
The
share
benefit.
this great opportunity to everyone. So yeah, so if again, ladies, if we have these six personal traits in our life now as a business owner, I can guarantee you that we will be soaring high. I know it's our journey is different. It can be slow. Some business owners will like take off easily, but again, it's different journey. We have our own different story, but as long as we don't give up, we are resilient. We bounce back whatever trials or circumstances comes along our way. We have great discipline. We just focus. Don't listen to these people around you, and we need to adapt. We need to be adaptable to all the changes going on online, especially, and we need to be confident and again being resourceful. You mentioned about earlier the trainings in our business
Mhm.
is that the resources there is too much for it's no other businesses that offer those helps. It can be like the physical help, like meetups at the business owners, or trainings online is really really great platform. So, and of course the vision. So again, thank you ladies for sharing your thoughts about this trace. And
No
I am,
problem.
yeah, and I'm sure we have few viewers around the world. I am sure this is very helpful to you guys. And yeah, please let us know if you want to be like us, business owner, and then you can still do your day job, you can still do your family commitments, and Reka can still do her own traveling, and Wendy can do this is there. So this is very very flexible. So again, thank you, ladies, or our viewers. Thank you so much. We have a viewer, Kiyori Parit. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for
Hi,
watching.
Sayuri. How are you? Thank you for watching.
Grateful that you joined us today. And ladies, thank you so much. And yeah, stay safe and stay blessed, everybody. And I will see you next week.
All
See
right.
Thank
ya.
you, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.